They shouldn't have given you ashy blokes YouTube.
Cursed be the ground for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us. For out of the ground we were taken, for the dust we are. And to the dust we shall return.
I'm done. I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
All right, you dusty people. Okay, this is your AMA. Man, y'all be nice to me today, man, because I'm still irritated because I was over on a unsanctioned panel for about 90 minutes. And that's all I heard. Okay, it's always Jermaine's fault. That's why I hate dealing with freaking pedestrians sometimes. Okay. I feel when I go outside, it's my experience. I don't give a shit about your experience or where you go outside or what you feel. Okay. Show me your data. Show me your proof. But I don't care what you feel about me. Show me your proof. I show mine. Show me your proof. They never do. Anyhow. So I'm gonna be a little testy today, okay? So y'all, so unless you guys want to hear the evil twin is roaming around right now. So unless you guys really want to test the metal of the evil twin, I would suggest y'all kind of, I would say, completely chill out, ask your questions, but don't go nuts, okay? Just word to the wise. Jamal, what's up? He's first up. Adric, what's going on? Eddie's third. Eddie's third. And Shannon's batting cleanup. Here we go. It looks good. Turtle Bitcoin, what's going on? Scorpion Black, what's happening? Forever Bliss. Martin Muhammad, what's up? Gabar, what's going on? Maestro, what's the word? Delquavius. Lavaris, what's going on, man? Savant, what's happening? Willie. AL, Prince. Dave Chow, you losing? Happy Friday. Can you explain why Biden takes money from backdoor Chinese deals, but at the same time wants to go to war with them? Depends on which Chinese you're talking about. And it depends on how old the deals are and what the deals are. I couldn't tell you. Kevin, what's up? Laveris, what's going on? Posed this question to Mr. Goodbar yesterday. Do you think scientists would make a good president? Most scientists are not people persons, okay? Most of them are not. So they probably wouldn't even get elected. Quentin, what's happening? Hurricane Greg, what's happening? Fernando's, Inspired Truth, what's up? Gary Grant, I am Latuan. What's your take on Master Yao's counterfeit personality chart? OG, I haven't seen it, so I couldn't give you a take on it. I have not looked at it, so I couldn't tell you what my take on it is. Biro, what's happening? Jerome, what's happening? Matt Brennan, what's going on? Unsunken One, what's happening? Brother Truth Be Told, what's happening? Hello, all you Dusties finally joined the Patreon, and the amount of knowledge is insane. Thank you for all your sharing. Oh, Wolf, okay. Wolf, you're in a position to actually be able to understand what I'm putting out. Not saying what you do, but I'm saying is from what I know of your past, okay, a lot of stuff I say probably makes sense to you. Chaos, what's up? Yeah, the old niggas in the house, man. In fact, right after the stuff that went on the panel, and then I had to walk away from my grandson because he said something smart, and I was getting ready to go in on him. I said, let me back off and walk away and cool off. I always deal with my children, man, because if they catch me wrong and I'm in the wrong mood, I don't like talking to my kids. It's because I know I'm gonna say something that's really hurtful. I don't want to do that, so I always walk away. So if I'm pissed, I just hey, you need to chill out and go that way because I'm getting ready to say some foul shit to you. So and I don't want to say it because you my baby. So walk that way. I'm gonna walk this way till I cool off. Sir him, yes. What's the name of the goddamn thing? I'll show it to you guys. Um, because he mentioned me. He mentioned me like 3 or 4 times, and he reached out. Why don't you come on and stuff like that? In fact, he was in the chat for a minute. Um, and you know, when I peeked in on him and I saw a bunch of people uh, from the past that let me know that I probably shouldn't go up, but since I was there, I went up anyway, and same old bullshit. So that's why I call them unsanctioned. And see if I can find it. Okay. The Wildest Wake Up Show, and he was holding his head, you know, because he was getting ready to go off the chain. And unfortunately, I try to be, I try to be, whatchamacallit, I try to be polite when I'm on somebody else's channel, even though I'm getting that foul energy. People want to make speeches and cut you off, but they don't want to be cut off, and they want to ask you questions, but not ask questions and shit like that. They want to make speeches. So what I've learned to do is when they're gonna go on their 10-minute tirade that I don't want to listen to, okay, I just take off my headphones and I go get a drink of water and come back. That's mute up, go get a drink of water, come back, catch the last few seconds, hear what I said. Nope. Okay, I'm not interested in what you said. Okay, I'm not interested in hearing your speech. Okay, especially I ask you for proof, I ask you questions, and you can't answer them. That means you don't know shit. Okay. Say, look at that bonnet. Zavi, they were just telling you their truths. Yeah, they were. They're trying to. Yeah, that's why And all they really said was this, man.
I'm done. I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
How was it bullshit about what a black man should do? I said, okay. I said, what's your plan? What should black men do? Okay, how are you gonna get this done? Well, we just need to go out and fight the white man, and we need to step up and be men and show that we're not afraid. Okay, how's that gonna help everybody else? Well, I mean, if you just concentrate and make yourself better, then you know what? It's just gonna flow out. Okay, where's that bullshit ever worked? Well, I don't know if black men just step up and they be more like men than the women fight. All that bullshit, man. Jim Rat, what's going on? About business, what's going on? Don 007, what's happening? What up, the motherfucking Grinch? What's up, boss? Willie R, what's happening? Had a soul, what's going on? Anytime the black manosphere is dying, crap gets pulled up, and then you get all this freaking fallout. Then everybody wants to come fuck with you. Like the dude asked me about uh, uh, what I thought about him. I said, dude, I never heard of you in my life. I have no idea what you stand for. You reached out to me. I'm not even interested in what you're talking about. Okay. Forever Blessed, DJ B Side, Theo. Finally met my alien family. We returning home soon. But the thing is, you can return home, but are you going to be back though in time for the class? Because you can't have you flying to some unknown planet and be gone for a while, man. You got to be back before March, okay? You're going to leave, you got to be back before March. Barry Little, what's going on? Emmanuel, what's going on? Let's see. I'm Latwine. Mr. Yacht's counterfeit personality chart is on point. Is on point. I've been in his classes several years. It checks out. Okay. I don't know. Email it to me. think I might have seen it. A lot of that stuff has to do, um, if you go through if you go through Jung's mass stuff, okay, a lot of it's in your chart already, okay, and what you call your counterfeit personality is your mask. Meryl Off, caught alive, yes, you did, sir. Dave Tao, what's happening? Saint Cyr, Joe's, what's happening? Chaos, what's happening? Does the U.S. Treasury and the Feds have gold or not? We don't know. You tell us, okay? You tell us. Go to go when Trump goes to Fort Knox, go with him. You come back and tell us, because I don't know. Well, you have to send it to me. You guys ask me about shit I haven't seen. Okay, I guess you guys talking to each other. I haven't seen it. Because why are some men still having issues with 90 when a 90 octane college educated career woman refuses to date an 87 octane blue collar man? Is social class becoming the new barrier to dating in the BC? It always has been. Always has been. Okay. Back when you had covenant marriages and um and you had women that did go to college and didn't have a choice, they had to date down. They were educated. Plus, their jobs weren't that good as a white collar worker. Actually, men made more money, so they had to date down. But class has always been class for forever has been a um, what they call it, not a barrier. It's an aspect of dating. If she refused to date, if she refused, so what? She refuses, so what? uh, 92 octanes only represent maybe 10% of the females. Okay, most 90 octanes are maybe 10, maybe 15%. You got 85% of the females to pick from. Why do you care? And why would you put yourself through it? Be just you're tuning each other for those people. Sharon and his cousin are weirdos. Then you have oh yes, I know. And PhD, yeah. But the thing is, that's why I stopped in. That's why I know it's foolishness. And basically, they have no. They when I press them for evidence, they can't produce any. Then they fall back on my experience. I don't want to hear that shit. Uh, you got the conflict personalities originate from the subconscious pattern of men and women, which is Jung, okay, which is in your chart, which comes out in your mask. If you know what your rising sign is, you have a pretty good idea what your counterfeit personality is. Turtle, because sometimes it's not counterfeit. Sometimes that's the real you, but most time it's not. It's always Jervaine's fault. Yep. What's up, ninja person? Tyrone Bixby, what's up? Louis, what's happening? I know you called me, Louis, and I saw your picture about the eggs. So how long is this shortage going to last? Do you see the criminal charges coming from these Doge findings? There is usually an unspoken don't prosecute rule amongst the rich, but they broke it with Trump. Kind of. Kind of. We'll have to see, because this is new territory. It's never been done before. So if you can tell me whether Trump is going to start prosecuting these people or not, I would highly doubt it. Is because there's too many, and you would clear out Congress if you did. And where do you start? Because all they do is over there is blame black men for what black women do and let black women disrespect black men and spread lies. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But he can't say I didn't show up. Okay. But what it irritates me is these Negroes think what they're doing and what they're saying is original. That's what bothers me. Y'all ain't saying nothing I ain't heard before. And the shit that you talking about does not work. Class compat. It depends. Okay, depends on your personality. A class mismatch can work if the two people's personalities mesh. Okay, Sometimes they do, sometimes they won't. Sometimes the chick is a corporate chick, and she ain't got time to take care of the kids, and she needs somebody at home that's a blue collar guy or a 9 to 5 guy or a shift worker guy, and he's home with the kids, and that's how they raise their family. They come together and they figure it out. Okay, it does happen. Okay, it does happen. Especially with chicks that don't look as good. That's why a lot of 92 octane chicks that are on what I call them educated fours have a lot of educated fours that marry down because they have to. I just showed you the string. Okay, I think I heard I heard you say that Big J told him to look you up and debate you. He was holding his head. I was trying to have a back and forth, but all the chicks kept jumping in. And then the chicks want to jump in and ask questions and then overtalk you. I had to scream on a couple of them. Here, you shut the. If you want to talk, talk. Okay. Stop asking me questions and cutting me off. Okay. Prime VA, what's happening? Blood boiling, what's going on? And say, I'm trying to appreciate your knowledge and most importantly your time because you don't have to do this. That's true. Okay. believe believe it or not, what I make on YouTube, okay, I make. I was looking at it. I would actually make more if I just put it on Patreon. I make way more putting it on Patreon and closing most of the stuff down. I would. I just don't. So I know how much money I'm giving away. By alien family, you mean the Afro Brazilian tunnel runner? What's going on? Money Cash, were the KKK and the Black Panthers controlled opposition organization? No, they weren't. KKK was created. KKK was just created to keep black people on the farm, okay, and the black sharecroppers keep them on the farm and keep them tied down. That's what they were there for. They're not controlled after. Black Panthers are just a small rebel group that grew up out of the civil rights. Okay, that happens all the time. They weren't controlled opposition. Has the U.S. retracted a regional? Uh, Not yet. I'm new to this channel, first time being here. I would like to know what the channel. Well, you have to stick around and find out. Okay, yeah, stick around and find out. Because I'll send you a picture of Master Yao's counterfeit personality. Don't forget Ram. Yeah, I know. Brother John, what's happening? And a good thing that Art's doing the Friday night, so I don't have to do the open panel. Barry Hamilton, B Travels. They were tough on you over there at Sharon's today. Uh, I expect that, man. Yeah. What I call tough is when they actually know something. Okay. What I hate is to be over there with a bunch of females, okay, including the males and gynocratic males that don't know what the fuck they talking about. Okay. And the thing is, I'm trying to be nice to the host by not causing too much conflict. That's why a lot of times I muted myself and I walked away because I'm trying to have some kind of rapport or some kind of conduct on other people's channels, even though I don't get it. Have we decided on a name, title, archetype for Jermaine's bonnet lady? Okay. She has a name. She's a real person. You can look her up. She already has a name. She's actually not fake. Okay. The real true story behind her is he had 3 kids by her. Okay. One was taken. I think he had, and the other 2 she had were infants, so they didn't take them. But she actually killed one and almost killed the other one, and that's why I have to pixelate out the blood that's on her shirt. Okay, because it's a real story. In fact, they're still trying to figure out whether she should stand trial over the murder of her child. It's actually a real. It's a sad story. Even though it's funny, it's because of what she says. It's actually a sad story behind the humor. Good point, BGS. We're not all made for 92 octane, so why try? If, you know, I come up with the octane so that you know if you get one or want to get involved with one, what's expected. If you want a 92 octane and you want her to take you seriously, then you have to be in her class. If you're not in her class, then I would say for a woman to come down in class, then you have to have qualities that you want. In fact, there was um, a dude. He was a truck driver, and this other young lady, she was actually a retired, I think, it was a retired colonel from the army. I think so. And she was doing something else. Okay, she's in corporate, right? And she older woman, and she reached out to him, and didn't reach back, and she kept asking, "How come you don't return uh, my my DMs and shit like that?" He says, "Because I don't, because you're this, that, and third, and I don't think you're interested in me." She said, "How do you know? Why don't you give me a try?" And guess what? They got married. So it can work. Okay, it can work. The thing is, she has to be what she has to be what you want, and you have to be what she wants. And a lot of times with the class mismatch, it doesn't work out. That's why I put it out. Paying tuition for the master teacher. Appreciate you. These dudes will know 5BW actually doing well and say black women are outdoing black men. You know what? They know better, man. They just want to be right. Okay. For a while. Okay. Yeah, I heard that bird flu is genetically generated. Okay, and it got loose. What is Big Pookie going to do if Trump takes away Keisha's Section 8 and Wick? He'll have to be homeless. Detroit 313, what's going on, man? Detroit, I heard that your girl whose kids died was in the club twerking. Is that true? Chocolate Thunder. Hi, teacher. Can you explain quick what neocon is? Neoconservatives are actually anti-Russian, okay, or anti-communist. And what the thing is, they used to be communists. Their grandparents used to be, their parents and their grandparents used to be communists back in the 20s, in the 30s, and then when the Russian Revolution failed, and I think the Trotsky got kicked out of the Soviet Union, they became Trotskyites. Okay, and so over time, they got more and more conservative, and then with the civil rights, which they disagreed with, they became conservatives. That's where the newer neocons came from. The former socialists. They hate Russians and hate Chinese and communists. Okay, and there's a whole there's a book. I have to read it myself, so I'm not going to even talk about it because I read it myself about neocons. There's two or three books about neocons. Let's see. I offer myself as an example that class mismatches work. They can work. Uh, a lot of hair barbers have a 92. Yeah, barbers make a lot of money. It just depends. Big J Triple X again. Uh, he came up on the panel, but he didn't bother me. Okay, because I told him if he spoke up, start fucking with me, I would leave. So he shut up. So I'm just tired of the same old black men who constantly feel this deep need to virtual signal to black women constantly. They act like the sisterhood is massa or something. It comes off. That's why I called it the Winter Soldier chip. But you wouldn't change men's lives on Patreon. This is where you are effective. We need you here. Uh, I'm Laquan. Okay. Friday night in the dust we trust. Yep. Satire junk. ABS. I got a question. Are lucid dreaming just your way of your animal? Yeah, it is. Because I've been noticing whenever I'm tired or relaxed, I lucid dream more often. Yep. She can she can break through. Yep. That's her talking to you. ABGS, what's going on? What's going on, Nate? I was on what's homeboy's name? I'll show it to you again. I don't even know who the dude is, man. So I wish him luck. The wildest the wildest wake up show. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the wildest wake up show. That's what it's called. So it's the new channel on the bottoms. I can tell by who comes through. Johnny, what's going on? It wasn't. He did. We didn't even get a chance to debate. Okay, it's because you don't know what the fuck he's talking about. There's no debate if you don't know what you're talking about. I have a question on China. Do you think China is concerned about creating a regional peer competition? No. Okay, they have a different. They have a different. They want to have multipolar. Okay, they don't care about it being a peer. Okay, because they do what they do, and is it internal competition? Sure, but the thing is, if if it all works together as a network, they think everybody will actually prosper. It's too much soy and estrogen in the so-called food, along with most of the dudes being raised by the single dysfunctional mother. There's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on. Okay, I hate bossy females, so no 92s for me. They can suck it. Yeah, depends on who there's a lot of 92 men that don't like 92 women. What do you think of Bloomberg's claim that Doge have only saved $9 billion instead of $55 billion? I don't know. We haven't looked at the books. Okay, you got they've only been in office for a month. Okay, for a month. This is not internet time. For a month, we don't even. Sometimes we don't even know what the bill is until like 2 years in. We have no idea unless you're looking at the books. If you're doing an open panel, explain my Elon comments. The comments on YouTube are trash. They're always getting deleted. I saw your comments. Okay, I don't know what else you put up. Okay, Elon's been vetted. Go look at his track history. Okay, read his Wikipedia. Okay, he's been in software since he was in college. Okay, he has a bachelor's in physics from Penn. Okay, he's got a bachelor of arts in business from Wharton. Okay, he's legit. He's legit. Ask if that was the case, Steele would have called him out. Motherfucker's legit. People talk. You keep saying that he's not. I'm not. Am I saying that he's Tony? That he's Einstein? Probably not. But thing is, he's legit. Okay. He runs SpaceX. He runs Tesla. He runs Neuralink. A bunch of other stuff. You cannot do that if you're a knuckle and a dummy. Okay. I don't know what you guys got in for Elon Musk. Okay. But I'm in California. Okay. SpaceX and his company is like 5 miles or like 6 or 7 miles from where I live. Okay, I would know if Elon Musk was a motherfucking fake. I would know. I mean, I'm in the town where he is. I would know. Glad Medium Man has taken the statistical mantle from Old Man and Jinx Morton. The space needs it. Okay, I have no idea. Thanks for the clarification on octanes. BS learning my limits. Tend to be class agnostic. You can be everybody, but the thing is, everybody's not class agnostic. You might be, but she might not be. SL, thanks for all you do. I'm class agnostic too. I've dated all classes. There's a difference, okay? Everything except 100 octanes, because I don't want to. I don't want the headache. 100 octanes want too fucking much, okay? When I was younger, I had the goddamn money. I don't want to hear about what you want, okay? Go find that dude who will pay for what you want. I'm not that guy. Even if I had the money, I wouldn't pay for that shit. Fuck 100 octane. Will Trump's tariffs spin the world into a global economic crash? I hope not. I don't think so. About to bump my Patreon up. Why are all black folks so quiet about missing out on trillions of dollars of reparations since they're not quiet? Okay. Gundam. How the hell do you think you're gonna get them? How the hell you think they've been capable of distributing them? How the hell you think you're gonna get them? The best chance you had to get them was 2018, and guess what? You niggas started fighting over the shit. Okay, who's gonna be the biggest man? FBA and ADOS. Okay, started fighting over the shit. That's how. Then guess what? They gave him a good reason not to pay you. How you gonna get them? Everybody says, how come people not saying it? How are you? What is your plan to get reparations from white folks? Okay, from the country. What kind of pressure can you put on to get your reparations? They don't just hand over you $5 or $10 trillion just because you say so. What do you think about Frances Quest Welston and her 3 keys to the colors? What are the main points? I'm not going to go through the whole thing, man. Okay. She is right about race. She's right about she is right about white supremacy and what is it? Genetics and also demographics. She's right about that. Some things I think she's a little off on. Like she said, she's the one that said, "Don't get married till you're 30 and don't have 2 kids." That's a plan, except for one thing: your biology says differently. Okay. A lot of 92 aka Ebony K. Williams types are here in DC. A lot of them. Yeah, there are. Uh, Basically, Shaq would kill the NBA's zone defense. Okay, he did it before. Shaq would murder a defense. What's his name from San Antonio? Scores 40 points without even trying. He don't have the body for it. Shaq. Why you think? Why you think? What's his name? Jokic, the Joker, was MVP 2 years running. Okay, and Joker is no Shaq. Okay, Shaq would kill the only reason you actually run an offense like that is because there's no Shaq. Shaq would score 60 points a game uh, with the defenses they're playing, with all these little candy asses playing defense. Okay, it seems like the black one is starting to break as a whole, crying in the car. Yeah, because the party's over. Okay. China's Belt and Roads is like the U.S. Interstate Highway program from back in the day. If you build it, they will. Yeah, they've been begging to come. China just refuses to turn it on. Your man beaming in late. Yeah, late, motherfucker. Have you heard of the African inventor Maxim? I have not heard of them. Okay, created a self-powered EV. I have not heard of them. Has it been tested? Have you tested it? Do you see the China observing on large channels is useful for gauging temperature on the ground in China. For interpersonal relationships, yes. Okay, because about the dating world, yes. Okay, because that's what they talk about. I'm just about Shaq. You got to have a. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay, Shaq is 340 pounds. Okay, and basically, if Shaq gets in the lane, if you don't have at least 3 people on him, he's going to dunk on your head. He's going to foul everybody out. There's nobody in the league who can guard Shaq one-on-one. Nobody. And if you think that, then you don't know basketball. Jasmine Crockett is a 292. She's a 292. She just talks that shit. Okay. She says that shit for you guys because that sister girl shit sells. Okay. Has the neoconservative movement finally fell out of favor? Yes, it has. Yeah, it has. It didn't work. That's why they're on the run. If you're seriously fooled by that guy, then you is a problem. Underhill, I don't have no idea what you're talking about. You're talking about Elon Musk? Prove me wrong, okay? Prove me wrong. He's running SpaceX, okay? All Donald Trump vetted him. The billionaires vetted him, okay? I know the difference between a salesman and a technologist. Bill Gates was the same way. So was Steve Jobs was the same way. Okay, Wozniak was the same fucking way. Okay, you guys can, if you want to hate on him, fine. But the thing is, uh, he's already proven himself. He doesn't. Elon Musk doesn't need to prove himself. Okay, look at his companies. Don't need to prove himself. You think the DOD is going to spend money on a guy that's just a salesman? Come on, y'all. Is a complete idiot. Have you worked for him? Have you worked for him? If he's a complete idiot, then you should be able to replicate what he does. If he's a complete idiot, replicate what he does. Elon is the boss. He never what did, but guess what? The guy's worth $50 billion. Okay, go look at his resume. That's all you got to look at. Even before he bought, he had software that did this. He had sold 2 software companies even before he got into PayPal. Okay, guy's not an idiot. Because I don't even know who you are. You might be. Now, if Theo says that who I know, and I got what 50 cloud engineers, okay, 50 guys in software, okay. I have nothing but software programmers that are in my sub count. You're the only one that says that Elon Musk is an idiot, okay. You're the only one. All right, dude. Okay. Underhill. I'm being patient. Knock it off. Okay. Knock it off. I'm being patient. I'm asking you politely to knock it off before I go the fuck off. Okay. Thank you. Good luck to you, sir. Goodbye. Jesus Christ. Okay. If you got a beef with Elon Musk, you must have been working for Twitter and got fired. I'm not saying Elon Musk is a nice guy. Most of them aren't. Only dudes who makes at least $1 million a year should go after 100 octane women. It depends. It depends on where you get them. MS Delta, what's going on? Unsunken one. What's up? DJ Scan. Okay. 3.0 software. Dr. Thunder, what's going on? Hey, tell tell senior happy birthday. We are never going to see reparations, especially you probably won't. Okay, you're $37 trillion in debt. You probably will not. Okay. When I say scanning, okay, anybody that's been around people that are on a spectrum like that, okay, when they look down, you can tell with that blank stare in their face. Okay, that's what I call scanning. They withdraw into themselves and they listen and they kind of feel and scan the room. Okay, that's what I call scanning. You can tell that he's not. You can tell that he's on a spectrum. He doesn't do well with people. Okay, he doesn't. Your prime shack was too big for these centers now. Yeah. Now that black women are losing so much, that will they acknowledge how much systematic advantage they've enjoyed? Probably not. Yes, she said the man should be at least 30. Yeah, with at least when it's 29. Yeah. Not really. She said that for a reason. She said is because she wanted to make sure that the kids would have a better advantage. Okay, but the thing is, biology doesn't work that way. Yeah, basically, with the lane as open as it is in this day and age. Okay, well, lane could, if you had centers like Shaq, you couldn't have a lane open like that. Okay, because he just run to the post and post up, and that'd be a dunk. And because you see little guys make it all the way to the cup. Okay, imagine somebody that's 7'1" and 300 pounds. Okay, yeah, neither you and Mutombo could guard him. Yeah, or even what's his name? He said the same thing. That said that when Shaq came in the league, help me with you got help me. Elijah Wan said the same thing. He said, help me. He used to cry to his teammates, help me with this guy. You think the USA and Russia will try to no, it's not gonna happen. Any benefits and benefits for black men in this? You got to find where the holes is. Okay, in other words, they're gonna level the ground. What they say, sauce for the goose. The odds are gonna be even. Richard Manningworth can't be a complete idiot. Man, they've been saying that shit for years. Okay, I don't know. There's software people that don't just say Bill Gates is an idiot too. So Elon is pretty much one of those few innovators right out there now for U.S. West. I don't see many non-Chinese alternatives. Master teacher have large patience for these pedestrians. Yeah, come on, y'all. I mean, I don't mind Underhill saying a couple things, man, but don't spam my content because you have to feel a certain way about a guy, okay? And really, really his past and who he is not really the fucking point, okay? Your takes on Lakers getting Luka. I don't Luka. I'm hearing Luka doesn't want to play for the Lakers, so he might not be here next year. I had no idea when he was crashing out, man. I mean, you must work for the guy because you crash him and this other guy was crashing out on Elon, and Elon was not really the whole subject. Whole subject was about Elon and Doge, and I said, Steve Bannon, who knows the guy, said he's a he's a Thomas Edison type. Okay, I don't know. Okay, don't really care. Don't really care. But the people here in town says that he's a genius. The people in town. Okay, I don't know what you hear. Big bro, any emotional, logistic tips or personal insights that you started the divorce? Oh my goodness. Okay, 20 years of marriage. Out of my three youngest, adult is 17, but mild special needs. Okay, it depends on how uh, your wife's going to play that up. Okay, I would look up. Um, we actually did a video on this, but I will look up the 10 years doctrine in the Court of Chancery and read up on Caroline Norton and start uh, reading up on that concept. In fact, get with Dead Set Anime. A lot of stuff that he's already gone through is going to help you. But I know, like I said, it depends on your state. Depends on your kids are all grown, but it depends on your state how your divorce is going to go. Okay, if you're in one of those states that caps or eliminates um, spousal support, then you're good. Okay, if not, then it's going to be dicey because it's one thing about family court. Nobody can tell us exactly how it's going to come out until it's going to happen. Just I would say stay strong and don't trust your lawyers and get there and read. Okay, and I would say Dead Set Anime had to go through this, so you might want to talk to him. And he was Trump tight. Okay, but thing is, um, family court is tricky because they make up their own rules. Nicholas Tesla's electric power never need charge recharging. They pull energy directly out of the ground. It's basically it's not out of the ground. Uh, what you have is a field. Okay, just like lightning. Okay, you got a field. The whole globe has every body, including your body, has a field around it. Okay, has an electric field around it, and that's what he drew upon. If you look at the magnetic resonance from atom, you can see the field. We're taking my CCNA next month. Count me among your tech specialist viewers. Currently have an A plus. Yeah, yeah. There's a bunch of y'all. When Yimba got a blood clot disease, he will suffer the same fate as Chris Bosh. He might. He might. It depends on what caused it. Akeem, what's going on? Count me in your programmer class. BGS Elon is next level. To be the man, you got to beat the man. Forget to mention the issue I had with octanes is flamed out and be drained. I learned the hard way. Why so many of y'all reveling and seeing black men suffer? Because they've been fucked with, okay? Black women have fucked with them and talked about them, and so that's how they're reveling in it. That's why. All you have to do is go on TikTok and hear black women talk shit about you, and then if you fall, people are gonna laugh, okay? People are gonna dance. Thank you very much for from Belgium. Sometimes you're my voice of reason through all of this BS. I watch all your shows, but I never had the chance to catch you live. Maybe I will come up on Patreon. You should. Akeem took Shaq one-on-one, Walton to school in 8 Hills lunch on the way. Okay, this is something that basically Akeem Olajuwon's teammates were saying when they played Shaq. Okay, they said Akeem had never needed help with anybody, but all of a sudden when Shaq came into the league, the first time he guarded him, they said he started calling for help. Okay, his teammates said that, not the opposing team, not an announcer. His teammates said that. Okay, so do with that what you will. Okay, why some black people don't want to know where our tax dollars are going, why they're going crazy against Musk and Doge, they're brainwashed. Okay. You Johnny come latelys who keep barking about reparations might not have paid attention to Ice Cube before November 2020. Try to push the ADOS agenda, but got dissed by sisterhood. Black folks are not organized enough to get reparations. Okay, there's a way to do it, and I'm not. I get every time I mention it, I get hit online. Either they cut the feed or I get YouTube flag shit. So I'm not even gonna bring it up no more. Okay. Find out for yourself. What's your timetable for the eventual collapse of white supremacy? Collapse? I don't think. Hopefully, it won't collapse. Okay, if it collapses, we're all in trouble. Hopefully, it will be a slow decline. Okay. But basically, as far as white supremacy as it once was, if you want to, depending on what you want to call it, how you define white supremacy, okay, you have to define it for me. If you define it the way nearly fully defines it, it's already over. Trump appointing Alice Johnson to being a pardon czar. How can black people see this as a negative? I don't know. I don't know anything about her. So Luka and LeBron don't really have any. Luka doesn't want to be here. Okay, there's a reason they made this deal. Now, what the reason there was, I have no clue. Okay, it was the GM and managers made this deal, and owners made this deal. Now, why they made it, I have no clue. Nobody's really talking about why they made this deal or what was going on behind the scenes. But whatever it is, I think it has far more to do with money than it does with talent. Reparations are impossible because all the would take is a SCOTUS to say reparations are racist because you pay out black people. Possibly. AC current. Electromagnetic fields. Yeah. Everything has a field. So actually getting rid of the no-fault divorce on the table now that state governments are willing likely. I think the biggest reason that they're getting rid of no-fault divorce. Oh, yeah, yeah, because they want people to stay married is because your population is declining too fast. That's why. Divorce brings out the early times. Be aware. Lead your case get as much info as you possibly can. Yeah, don't sleep on. Don't leave it to the lawyers, man. Read as much as you can. Yeah, well, China can do that. I'm currently learning Qi, is it, Qigong from a very knowledgeable teacher. As someone who is into esoteric things, what are your opinions on it regarding the ability to heal the individual? It's iffy. You know, some people are good at it, and some people are good at it, and they're masters, and some people play with it. But as far as it being widely spread, it's some just like anything else, any other medicine, right? Some things you can work with, and some things you can't. Cases are all on the police body cam videos for crime astound. Yeah, well, they have to survive. Okay. Yeah, he would. Well, basically, he wouldn't stay on his diet. He wanted to be a celebrity instead of just working out on his craft. That was the issue with Kobe. It had, which yeah, that's true. We don't know. We'll find out. Because why do I get the whiny pedestrians all the time tax? Because I'm here and they have nobody else to whine to. You have to be descendants of slaves and not black people. That's true. So out of Europe from Eastern Europe saying Trump's foreign policies are pretty much handling the world over to China. China already has it. Okay. That stuff is pretty much gone already. That trade showed that the league is truly doesn't want parity and always will go over to beyond to take care of its historic big market friend. That had nothing to do with the league. Okay, had nothing to do with the league. Okay, that is a that is probably a salary dump. Like they did Palestinians. They have certain countries have. Um, But as far as FBAs are concerned, nowadays you guys are not mistreated, okay? Compared to everybody else, okay? The last time I heard, let me ask you this, okay? Let me ask you this 401 money. When was the last time you had a 500 pound bomb dropped on your house? If that has happened to you recently, then we can go to the ICJ. Tesla, let's call it ley lines. Yes, yeah, yeah. Basically, basically basically the sanctions actually sealed the deal, and for the BRICS. They would have never made that move if it wasn't for the sanctions that Biden actually did. I took your advice and started a HVAC course to my job. Once I finished, I'm not sure how to apply it since I'm not looking to leave my current job completely. Um, Start off part time. Okay, just throw out your feelers part time, depending on what time you work. Okay, and then slowly but surely work your way into it. You don't have to do it full time. 1980s in Philly. I know that what that is. Right, the sanctions. Yep. I mean, if you're on my Patreon, we talked about this 3 years ago. We're almost at an hour, and I guess my anti Elon Musk people are gone. You recently joined? Okay, cool. What are your thoughts on going into the military with all the budget cuts, especially with the Pentagon? If once you're in, you're in. Okay. The budget cuts for the Pentagon are going to be for the big things like aircraft carriers and weapons procurement and stuff like that. So it depends on where they cut. So it's going to be a slow cut. It won't be all at once. I think Hexa says like 8% a year. Can somebody be an optimistic nihilist? Yeah, they can be optimistic for what though? For black men who voted for Trump, would they have voted for a black man with the same behavioral resume, marital resume, and business resume? If he spoke to them, yeah, I think so. But you never know until you try. The thing is, would the women have voted for him? It had nothing to do with black men. The black men probably would have voted for him. Zion Williams has no, he doesn't. To be face of the NBA, no, he doesn't. He don't have that kind of talent. All right, did I answer all the questions? Ooh, my goodness. I think I answered them all. My goodness. I don't believe it. I answered all the questions. I can't think of any questions. I guess not. I guess we answered most of them. Um, I've been quick. Yeah, well, yeah, I've been short. So I can't believe I got through most of them. A cost of general equals another squad in the platoon. I don't know how they're going to cut it, but the thing is, they these plans of how to cut the military has been on budget for quite a long time. Okay, what Hex says you don't need to um, control the police the planet anymore. So a lot of that stuff where they have troops overseas and stuff like that, that's going to close. Those are expensive. So a lot of that stuff is going to close. What's your advice on managing up in a field where supervisor doesn't read? Ooh, good luck. It depends. If he doesn't read, then depends on the field. Some fields, if you're a carpenter or you're a construction worker, you don't need to read. Okay. What field does he work in? I notice police keeps on police cam videos. Yeah, well, they got to survive. What steps do black men need to take as far as what? Get control of power from who? And okay, you have to wait your time. The thing is, you have to wait for things to actually settle down and level out. Okay, and then slowly but surely you're gonna get your power. If you really want power, leave. Go to the continent. Stop trying to get it here. Okay, there's only at best 14 million adult black males in a country of 330 million people. You're not gonna get power like that. Okay, somebody was gonna go to trade school. What's the one trade you would recommend? You always need electricity. Okay. Plumbers. They always need plumbers. Okay. Um, I would say welders because you can always become a pipe fitter. Most of the trades are probably going to be going forward. Probably going to be um, up and running. Okay. Building trades, not as much because you still have a lot of cheap labor. But the thing is, electricity, pipe fitting, where you have to use a welding torch, stuff like that. Um, Plumbing, there's always a need. 1 million black men in prison because the state-sanctioned drug trade is part of our mistreatment. It's not good enough. I asked you, did you have or have you had a 500-pound bomb dropped on your house? Sending a million black men to prison for whatever reason is not the equivalent of basically devastating your whole city or murking 100,000 people. That's why you didn't get it. You think Africans should be working with their former enslavers or just turn to Russia and China for development if they have a choice of course? You can go to the continent right now. You don't have to wait. How do you think? Yeah, oh, a lot. If you don't know enough and you're a copy and paste type dude, there's a script kiddie. You don't get lapped real quick. You got to keep up. You got to be the fastest camper. I have a question because you think uh, it's bad when Alvin Silver asked Steph Curry for ideas to improve the NBA All Star Weekend. It looked horrible. Yeah, they basically they've doing a lot of repeats, so it's getting stale. I'm in the learning and development feed. What if you read and you have fresh ideas, then naturally, but the thing is, you got to have. I would say go to what is it? I forget what they call them. Okay, go take a class on public speaking or a course on public speaking. Okay, um, if you have to take a sales job, part-time sales job for like 6 months, learn how to sell. Okay, because you're going to have to sell yourself and sell your ideas. That's the way you move up. Why the Democrats pushing Crockett because she's the only one who will say that shit. Okay, and company managers are paying always. How will China maintain its world manufacturing position of other world nations industrialized? Will their economy take a big hit? They become the banker. They'll move up the supply chain. Somebody says welders. What incentive does African societies have to give aid those people any power in their societies? I'm not going. I've already mentioned it a few times. Okay, if you've heard me, you heard me. I'm not going to say it here. If you want to hear it, you go on Patreon. Okay, I've said it till I'm blue in the face, and you've been here enough to hear. Actually, you actually know what I'm going to say. Okay, I've said it many times before. HVAC. Oh, somebody says HVAC. HVAC is fine, especially in hotter regions. You ever see a rebirth in black man becoming heavyweight boxers again? Yeah, if the money's right, yeah. Community colleges don't waste money on trade schools. I would say so. That's true. It's a good idea. I'm an HVAC tech for eternity. You must always need heat and air. That's true. I would take most of the jobs. Will new needs be brought up? I don't know. Nobody knows. How much should I have saved to move to the continent? It depends on what kind of lifestyle you want. These Hotel Pro Black romantics have zero clue what it takes to military conquer a nation. They think uh, like taking over countries easy as watching a Hollywood movie. That is true. Get into CAD, CNC, CAM. We need black men that can build machines and produce. That's a little higher up. And Toastmasters, yes, that's the name of Toastmasters. What sectors do you think people propels people from a lower class to mid or higher class? I would say engineering. Yeah, well, basically tech and trades do not. You still blue collar, but I would say law, military. If you go into the officer ranks, medicine and engineering also. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't watch it enough. Are you surprised that Coach Prime's daughter is a baby mama to a rapper? No, I'm not. I agree. We need more black women in digital fabrication. Okay. I'm a welder by trade. The market is very volatile. Community colleges use industry standard testing. Most trade schools use their own curriculum that is recognized in the field. Okay. You can if you go to aviation college, you can. Trying to move to Africa depend on how you're trying to live. You need at least 50 to 80 grand or more if you want to be good. Yeah, I would say that's a pretty good measure, but it depends on how you want to live. Because once you buy the land, which is going to cost anywhere from 5 to 100, was it 150, 15,000? Build on that land. Other small things like, oh yeah, or you can rent. It depends. Jacques is an R&B singer. Okay. I have no idea why chicks of that caliber get pregnant and have babies. What do you think about sales in the finance industry? A lot of that stuff is going to get taken over by AI. Okay, you can, but it's going to be a hustle job. That's the easiest job to actually replace with um, artificial intelligence. All right, good people. That's an hour. Unless there's something really burning where I need to drop a link, um, I'm gonna bounce out of here. A couple of people got upset about Elon Musk. I don't know why, because he really wasn't the whole subject of the whole video, but people crash out over little bitty shit. Okay. They don't like Elon Musk 'cause I don't think he's a genius. Okay. That's your opinion, and that's not what the video was about. Okay. Do you agree with Trump calling for Zelensky a dictator? He's not elected, so basically he is a dictator right now. What is Trump's sovereign wealth fund? I don't know. I haven't looked at it. I appreciate the convo. Okay. Ah, you know what? I know you did, and I know you tried to keep them calm, but now, you're up here, and that's why I don't go on panels like yours. Okay. But I'll drop the link if you want to come up and talk since you're here, because I'm not doing a live stream tonight. Circuitry designs, that is more engineering. Okay. Than anything. To be an E, you have to be like a double E if you want to do circuitry design. That is more upper class. That's not a trade. That is a science, and that's more of a career. But there's a lot of ways to make money. Okay. Theo is almost like his own trade school. There's a lot of ways to make money. Depends on where it is, what it is, and how you do it. Okay. That's why I'm trying to get my nephew because he's smarter. Everybody's not meant to be a cloud engineer because you don't have the. A lot of people don't have the bandwidth. That's why even people that start with Theo don't have the bandwidth to actually be a cloud engineer. Okay, you have to have a personality. Unless you got now some guys, even though they might not have originally have the deets for it, but they have enough dog in them to actually pursue it. Okay, but most people don't have the neither dog nor wits to actually be a cloud engineer. 80K is good to go in Africa, but at least 2K per month of income is required. Yeah, I would say so. Depends on where you're at, though. You can ask a personal question. Depends on how personal it is and whether you want to reveal it. You answer my I don't NBA question. I don't remember what it was. Okay, I told you I don't know who would win because I don't follow it enough. And everything is every with the NBA. You have to wait till well right now. I have to wait till the end of the year because people are getting hurt. Um, people are uh, uh, there is no dominant team. Let's put it that way. There is no number one team. There is no dominant team in the NBA right now. They're all kind of mushed in the middle somewhere. Uh, Dallas might have been until they traded Luca. Uh, but since they traded Luca, everything's all tossed up in the air. Being a cloud engineer is not for the weak, and you have to have a certain kind of mental aptitude to be a cloud engineer. Okay, everybody can't do it. I would love for my son to do it, but I know he don't like to read. He don't like to sit still, and it's not for him. Okay, I would I would love to have that Negro be a cloud engineer and make some money. Okay. Do we ever see gangs disappearing over generations? Um, Gangs are very normal. All cultures have a gang of some sort or a group of what called uh, um, they're called hunting groups. But the thing is, they have a group of males that clean together. Organized gangs, hard to say. Now, sometimes what you don't want is what happened to MS-13, where gang turned into a cartel. I was probably to the end of the year. Yo, BJ, I did a response to Angry Man's comment about Black Man Street dead. Okay. Where are you? I'll go ahead and give you a. I'll go ahead and give you a wrench. You can post the link if you want to. I don't. Me and Angry Man do not get along, so I don't look at his content. Okay. So you have to forgive me. So you asked me questions about Angry Man. I can't tell you because I don't watch his content. Luca's not getting them to the final. I didn't say he would. I said the Dallas trading Luca to the Lakers. Okay. Barrio 18. I don't know them all, but I know MS-13 is the most prominent. Basically, gangs or drug cartel um, in the nation. Okay, they're very famous. Came out of L.A. El Salvador. Came out of L.A. and got shipped back. I don't think Luca wants to be here. I think that's probably why they don't mesh. What do you think about why who do you think are three solid red pill manosphere critics? Oh, I don't watch them very much. I don't watch them very much. The red pill critics, I would say probably the red pill critics are probably the best. Are probably Richard Reeves and what's his name out of whatchamacallit. What's the other guy's name that was with him? Okay, they're red pill critics. They're credible. They're probably the best, most knowledgeable, but they lie. Okay. You have to have a certain aptitude for it. That's what I would say. The recent cuts in federal agency. Where do you suspect many of those former employees will work in the future? Now, no clue. No clue. We don't even. They might get hired back. I don't know. Where do you have? He's one of the originators of the Black Manosphere. Do you think Venezuela and U.S. relations would approve enough for sanctions to be lifted? I think with the BRICS involved, I don't think U.S. sanctions will mean very much in about 2 or 3 years. MS-13, a very big crop in Northern Virginia, right outside of D.C., huge Salvadorian population, even without them, okay? Chicago, New York, L.A., D.C., Texas, okay, they're all over. Some are actually in the Midwest. Why is Galloway crashing out is because a lot of what he's saying is falling on deaf ears. That's why. They're trying to find a middle path. Okay, I don't know why you believe that, but it's anything's possible. Yeah, well, Trump says a lot of things. Can somebody be black pill in theory without life experience? You can be born that way, okay? But if you're born black pill, I don't want to meet you. They're called sociopaths and psychopaths. They're born that way, but I don't want to meet you. All right, I guess. I think his name Shannon. Is it not? Is it Shannon or Sharon? Sharon. I think Sharon's not going to come up. Okay, since he's not going to come up, then I am going to bid you adieu. Thoughts on Abrams? That's going to be funny as hell because I want to see what she got to say. I got a few people in Atlanta working on that one. I want to see what she got to say. Got caught with her fat hand in the cookie jar, and there's a lot of them. Anyhow, y'all, let me get out of here. I am an hour and 20 minutes in. So I will check you guys out later. I have punched my clock. It's time for me to punch out. I hope you had I hope this was a good stream. I didn't irritate you guys too much. Like I said, man, sometimes dealing with pedestrians is hard, okay? And it irritates the fuck out of me. So it's no slight on, I think his name's Sharon. I think that's his name. And his channel, okay? I'm just going to say it, right? I used to be more tolerant in dealing with people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I don't have that shit anymore, okay? And it's probably showing, okay? And when I ask for proof, I mean I need proof. I don't need, yeah, hey, you need to go outside, and this is what I'm doing. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't know you. I don't have time to follow you around with a camera and prove that what you do says works. I have no clue. Show me the data. Show me the goddamn data. Yeah, you are here late, man. You know I come on at 2, man. Where you been? Anyhow, I'm actually on overtime right now. Anyhow, y'all, let me get out of here. Where is it? And which one am I gonna play? Okay, I'm gonna play Dear Mama.
Muzyka Denis Szyder.